What up? It's your boy Millie Mill,
Your girl Rita P.
and we finna keep it what
Real.
real. So today, everybody, we're gonna have our top. These aren't even in any suggestive order. We have our 5 likes and our 5 pet peeves. We're gonna let you know what they are and how we feel about them. And if y'all fall in that category, oops, that's your problem. But so today,
I'm
I
just
am
saying,
going
don't
to
expect it to change because we know
don't
you,
ex-
right? It is
right.
what it is.
It is what it is, and if it just happens to be you, it just happens to be you. Sorry,
We love you though.
but I'm gonna start with my first like, and my first like is food. Y'all know I be doing cooking videos. My mom cooks. My grandmother used to cook. I used to go to Rita P's house and uh, Connie's house back in the day, getting plates for Thanksgiving and Christmas and whatever other day their mamas was cooking for. I made sure I had me multiple plates with multiple different flavors. So yeah, my top one is food. Like this past weekend, I made my infamous pasta salad. Everybody loved
Yes.
it.
Yes.
And Rita, I know
That
I
was a
gotta make you
staple.
some when I come to California. So I'm definitely gonna make you your own pan of pasta salad, so that way it could be just for you and nobody else.
And nobody else. 'Cause I share a lot of things I've learned to share over these years, but baby, one thing she don't share is her
Hmm.
food. Okay?
That part.
Especially
That
when it's
part.
good. Because I remember your mom used to make that pasta salad when we were in high school, and Millie Mill used to bring us little samples, right? Knowing it
Little
was good. What
samples.
am I do with 3 noodles? Okay, I need a
I was
whole
just trying
pack.
to look. I was just trying to let them know what it tastes like, and that was my form of sharing. But I was like, y'all still ain't finna get the bulk of it because I'm finna tear
Right?
it
Yeah,
up.
that part. I remember one day I did come to your mama's house. Like I need me a scoop. Okay,
Right.
because that little sampler. Mm-mm, mm-mm,
I got my
mm-mm.
bowl. Miss Ann, let me get me a scoop real quick, a
Yes,
good scoop.
a good scoop. Because Millie
Right.
Mill, yeah, he was sharing with the masses. Okay,
Yeah,
and I
you know,
need
I
my
just
own.
exactly. You need your own. I was just trying to let everybody know what it tastes like and how good it was, but I didn't realize how stingy that was. To just, that was worse
You was
than
teasing us. You were teased, is what it was.
right. That was like the 5 loaves and 2 fishes. I 5 loaves and 2 fish, y'all.
You did,
He
and
was
I
like,
definitely think that
he
we
was
could
like,
have
no, I
collabed.
need the Lord to bless this and giving us an abundance.
Right. Please, please. It was very like to this day. I
To
remember
this,
that, and it's been
right.
over what 30 years. I remember, or almost 30 years, should I say?
Right. I'm gonna make you some. I definitely promise I will make you your own tray, especially for
Y'all hear
you.
this, right? Y'all hear it? Write it
It's
down.
documented. It's
It's
documented. So
documented.
write it down, take a picture. I don't give
And
a
then I'm
fuck.
gonna add on to your first
Uh huh.
fave. Mine's is food as well.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a foodie, like going to different restaurants, different cooking different things. I think that food is just the way to my heart. Food and a good pair of shoes, baby. We in
Food
there.
and a good pair of shoes. Because if
We in
you in that restaurant and you in some comfortable shoes and you just sitting there
there.
and your toes is wiggling because that food is good,
Baby, when she get to dancing with the food,
man,
you know it's good. Or when she
boy.
real quiet, it's delicious.
I remember when my mom and stepdad first started dating. He told her, he was like, "I'm gonna take you out to eat." She was like, "Oh, okay. I'm gonna go out to eat."
Mhm.
And so she went there and she ordered, what she wanted to eat. And she was tearing that food up, and he told her like later, he was like, "Well, damn, I wasn't expecting you to eat." She said, "Well, hell, if you wanted me to be cute, you should have told me to eat before I came, and then I
Right.
would have been cute on the date. But you said we finna go eat. I'm finna eat."
Baby, come as
Like,
you are. And this appetizer
I'm
could
not,
be as
I'm not the
well. I'm
cute
not
one.
showing no size. I need you to know this
Hmm.
is what you're getting. We're eating
We're
good
eating, right? Good.
every
And I'm
time.
gonna
Like
let you know I have an appetite, and I like to go ahead and eat.
I'm not gonna play these games with you. Let's not waste each other's time. If this is what you want, do you want to grow an appetite? Because
I'm that girl. If you don't want that, then you don't want me. So you pick and choose what you want to do.
That part. And
Right.
another thing I used to do too, and I need to probably get back into that. I think I did it
Hmm.
before COVID and I never really got into the groove of it again. But one time per month, I used to go to a restaurant that I had never eaten at and just try it. And then sometimes I would got like a homegirl or
Really?
whatever. We
Hmm.
would go, we would eat, but literally every month I was trying a different restaurant. I really like that. I really like
That's
that kind
something to
of.
think about. I never thought about doing that. Like, I know sometimes, especially since the pandemic, because I was never like a DoorDash or Instacart or Grubhub kind of person. But since the pandemic, I find myself ordering more, and I've actually had tried more restaurants that route than actually getting up going to the restaurant.
Right.
Some of them now is like this Italian place that's over here. I'm like, I really want to get up and go to the restaurant because
Hmm.
everything is not always on DoorDash or on Grubhub or
Right.
Uber Eats, so you don't get the whole effect of the menu. And then other times they just like throw that stuff together because they know it's a to go order. They're not really putting love in there
Right.
that you
Right.
really
And
want.
they know you can't really complain about it or send it back because, baby, once you drop it off at your door, it's yours.
Baby, Grubhub is giving me so many credits. Oh, I complains about it.
Listen, listen.
I look. I gets my money back, and if y'all don't get it back from y'all, I'm calling Bank of America. If I didn't use Bank of America, I'm calling Capital One. One of y'all, somebody y'all, is giving
Run
me
me
my
my
money
money
back.
back because they messed up my food. Okay.
And one time, I did actually go up to the restaurant with the food and with the receipt. Like, this is what I ordered. I'm like, the whole reason why I ordered it on the app because I didn't want to have to leave my house. Now I got to leave my house to come up here because y'all messed my order up.
Right. Y'all have to compensate me. Gas, food, a time. I mean, what can we do?
What can we do? What we can we work out?
Right. Because I'm gonna
First of
eat
all,
this
I'm not paying for this food, and y'all need to give me my money back.
and my
Second of
new
all,
plate.
I'm finding any and every avenue I can give you a horrible review on. Because now I feel like
Listen.
writing. I didn't feel
Right.
like writing earlier today, but now I feel like writing. So we gonna write. We gonna chat GTP to make sure it's refined. And
Listen. It'd be like white chicks. Dear Mr. Whatever your name is.
right
I'm writing a letter because somebody needs to know my food was not
was not up to par, and or
on
this
the.
ain't what I ordered.
This ain't what I ordered.
I'm very
That be the
specific.
thing too, especially when you have your taste buds ready, and then the
Boy,
one
your
thing that you
mouth
think is
watering.
off. You try to eat it too, and you like it just ain't hitting right because it's missing something.
It ain't what I wanted.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so next we're gonna go to the my first pet peeve. And a lot of y'all know this, but my first pet peeve is a liar. Um, I can't stand a liar. 9 times out of 10, y'all don't even have to lie about stuff. If you just be honest, people may rock with you. They may rock
Right,
with it. Say, for instance, like with cheaters and stuff. Like, I've been single, and I've told people, look, you ain't the only person I'm dating. If you see me on a date, I'm probably on a date. Now, if you can't handle that, if you want me to be exclusive, I'm not finna do that. But
right,
I'm giving you the option to figure out what you want to do. But this is what I'm doing.
right, right.
you
Or
know,
if you don't want me to be single, right, then you need to make necessary moves to make me unsingle. But until then, baby,
until then, this is how I'm rocking. That's
yeah.
it. You
But
know,
there's no need to lie because I feel like when you lie, you risk losing more. And it takes too much
yeah,
energy to remember, like, what did I tell this person? What lie
right.
did I tell? Like, I don't have the mental
I,
capacity to
I,
retain,
I
you
don't
know.
have the mental capacity for the stuff that I have to retain, let alone me having the mental capacity to remember a lie that I've told you for whatever reason, why I lied to you, and blah, blah,
Right.
blah. It's like sometimes the lies that I've heard from people are just ridiculous. It's like, what even made you think of that? Like, I don't know if you remember this. I'm not even gonna say her name. But there was this girl in high school. She was different. And she came up to me and she was like, "Oh, Mel, guess what? I got a car." And I'm like, "Really? Did you? Congratulations! I'm glad you got a car." And I'm like, "What kind of
Mm,
car did you get?" She said, "It's a Dodge Buick." I said I've never seen one of those. What color is it? It's
What
blue.
do you say to that? Because you want to be like lie. I mean, you just want to just tell people right, just bust them out. But then it's kind of like sometimes it be entertaining to go down the rabbit hole. Like, let's see how far this lie's gonna go.
This like I'm a, you know, and I'm not asshole.
I
Like
view it like what is
I'm gonna
that?
see how
You right
far
there?
the lie gonna go. Like where you gonna take it? What kind of tires do we have it on it?
Right. What's the interior?
Is
We
it
got
two
what we
door or
got the
four door?
automatic seat belts. We got the manual. I mean, what is it? What please? And
Right,
when can you pick me up?
right. When
Because
can
we
you
was
pick me
all
up,
on the bus or getting rides to school. So if you got a car, boo
boy?
boo, come pick up your boy. Come pick up your girl.
Sarita,
She can drive
look, I
you
got
there.
my tooth fixed.
Listen, I was dating this guy, and I'm sure if when we post this on social media and he see it, he might run to YouTube to look at the video because he gonna know it's him. He killed off his grandma about 4 times. And I don't think that he remembered that he
He,
killed off his grandma like 4 times. But even to the
wow.
point where like it was like a funeral plan. Like let me see the obituary. When is the funeral? Do you need moral support? Because if you
Yeah, I know
my
you black,
grandma,
so you didn't take a picture of the casket. Like I know you. Somebody got a picture of the casket. Come on
listen, by
now.
the third time he killed off his grandma, he said, my grandma died. I said, again? Look, because look,
Look, how
grandma
many
on one
grandmas you
side and
got, nigga?
right. Because
Right,
why? Because I thought
right,
she died 2 times ago.
right. How many grandmas you got? Normally, people have like two. That's it. You got one
Listen.
on daddy's side, one on the mama's side.
And then
That's
one of
it.
them, I mean, it's sad to say, one of them is probably not always present, right? Because we may not associate with that other side of the family. But, I mean, let's give grace. You got two, for sure.
Two for
Now the
sure.
third and the fourth one, and the whole funeral at the Inglewood Cemetery.
Right. And
Let
they
me
all
see.
got the last names. Come on now.
Listen, let me see, because I could call up there and be like, y'all got a funeral today for what's her name?
Right.
But
And
I just you ain't got to kill off your grandma. Like,
you ain't
don't
got
do
to kill
that.
off your grandma. Speaking of Inglewood Cemetery, this is my grandma. Is bless her heart. And putting that shit out there because my ass had to pay for that plot. And it's a double plot. My grandfather decided to be cremated. So when I die, I put my ass in that plot with my grandmother because I paid for the shit.
Huh. Huh. No
Real
lies. We got
talk.
receipts, okay?
Real talk. Got receipts. But so yeah, that's my pet peeve. I can't stand a liar because it's like a lot of times it comes from nowhere and it's really pointless to lie and then try to have to remember that and and people start to look at you like to me once I figured out you a liar, everything you say to me is a lie. So
Everything. You can
I
tell me
can't
right now,
trust
I got on a blue shirt. I'd be like, you're lying.
you lying,
Knowing
even
I
though I'm
can see
looking
no
at
blue
it.
shirt, but no, it probably wasn't that
No,
blue.
you lying. That
Undeniable.
shirt probably was black and you dyed it blue and or something.
Right. 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 I just feel like when you get to the point where you're lying, you're
Mm,
desperate. And when you're desperate, you don't give a fuck about nothing. It
nothing and
yeah, I
nothing
can't
or
be
no
that bad.
one, and that shows me you could be desperate about any situation and I could be collateral damage for your desperation and your lying. So therefore, I don't want to associate with you. Period.
And to protect us both, right? Because I know how how I crash out. I just don't need to associate because, baby, once you lie to me, first of all, like you said, everything you say is a lie, and then it just
Yeah,
your character is defamated in my mind, and we just don't
and
need
to
to do that.
protect us both. Because at the
And
same time, if you lie on me, then I'm gonna have to go ahead and just lay hands and pray for you in
lay
the
hands
physical. In the
and then pray.
physical, right?
Lay hands and then pray. Okay, because
But trust and believe, hands are finna be laid,
both ways. I'm going to touch you.
and
You
I'm
may
gonna
not
agree.
agree. You may not agree.
You may not
I
agree,
agree.
but I agree. But I'm
Right.
definitely gonna touch you, and I'm gonna lay hands
Yeah,
on
we
you,
gonna touch you.
and I'm gonna deliver you from that lie.
Because baby, you don't want to be in that prison. It's just not. It's just
Right.
not worth it. And then I also feel like if your livelihood is not in someone's hands, or like,
Hmm.
why are you lying to other motherfuckers that really don't take care of you? Don't pay. Now, if you take care of me, then I got to lie about something. I mean, we might have to have that conversation at that time. But
Yeah.
at this particular moment in life, nobody's doing anything for me, so
Uh,
I have no reason to lie to anyone.
I gets up every day. Now goes to that what they call work, and I makes that check. And baby, I make sure that the check is sent to everybody who need to be paid,
Hmm. Huh. And I
and I
don't
calls it a
recall.
day.
And I don't
But
recall.
I don't remember getting a direct deposit from someone that I don't work for just coming into my account monthly for me to be okay with it.
Right. Now I am looking for, a sugar daddy no sugar with a $2,000 a month allowance.
And,
So if
and
that's you, I mean, I still don't even lie to you because I feel like if I tell you the truth, and you still don't give me the allowance.
right, and that
Why
goes
not?
with opinions too.
Right.
You know, if I'm not getting that direct deposit from you monthly to subsidize me not having to go to work, or just me even having my salary plus just on a GP basis, your opinion don't mean shit
At all.
at all.
At all. At
And
all.
actually, probably then it still won't mean shit. But I'll be okay to listen and let you give your opinion. But it
Right.
still ain't gonna
Right.
mean shit.
Right. Because really, I'm at this point. That nigga be lying.
Right.
That nigga be lying. I'm listening for entertainment at this point.
I'm
Okay.
listening just because it's whatever. But yeah, your opinion or your lie, subsidize my income.
So, and even then, I'm still not gonna lie to you because I feel like if you want to finance me, you're gonna do it regardless. So that's where I'm
Exactly.
at.
That's where I'm at with it
So
too.
my first pet peeve, and I know it's probably like a little juvenile, a little petty, but it is
Uh
what
huh.
it is.
Uh huh.
And I've been this way for a long time. I don't like when people mix and match brands. Like, why do
Oh
we
my.
have on a whole Nike suit with Adidas
Right.
or a whole Adidas suit with Jordan? Like, why?
Who?
Why?
Why y'all doing that?
Why? And
If
I
you can
know
buy
that
the
somebody's
whole
like, "That's
like,
so small. There's bigger problems in the world." There are, but it's still my pet peeve. It's still my pet peeve.
and it was so funny because I was thinking of stuff like that this weekend. I had on a Puma outfit, and I was like, okay, I got on Puma shoes, I got on a Puma shirt, and
So you had to check to make sure.
right, I had to check to make sure. To ensure that like I'm not mixing and matching brands. I'm like, okay, it do show the cat, and then I looked at the shoes. Okay, the cat, got it.
Right.
Now
And
the drawers
sometimes
and
it
undershirt wasn't Puma, but
right. Right. And sometimes they don't. And sometimes, I mean, obviously you're wearing Levi's. You're not going to always have on a Levi's shirt. You might have on,
mm-mm.
you can wear Nike hood. I mean, there are certain brands that you can mix. But if you got on the whole Adidas fit,
You need to have some Adidas shoes on.
please. If you got
Period.
on the whole Nike or Jordan fit,
Right. You need to have some Nikes or Jordans on. Period.
I mean,
It looks stupid when you don't, because you when people see it, they of course like they zoom in all the way down. They be
you're
like,
like, okay, nice. Oh,
uh, uh.
almost nice, right? Except for I mean, change your shoes, change your outfit.
So you got this whole nice Adidas outfit. Oh, Nike.
Right.
Okay. Got you.
And then
Mm.
it'd be like sometimes too, and again, my pet peeve, they don't even match. Like, okay, so we got the Adidas fit on, we're gonna put these Nikes on, but your Adidas fit is black and white, and your Nikes is white and green. What?
Like, I know black and white goes with everything, but not together like that.
Yeah,
You
no.
know, like I know you want to put a pop of color, but if he's gonna put a pop of color, you should have put maybe a red Nike on. That might have been cool, or whatever
Maybe,
outfit.
probably not, but
A
maybe,
solid,
probably not.
not a maybe probably not, but I'm like if you're gonna really go with a pop of color with whatever brand you're wearing, the solid color actually
Right.
probably works better than yeah
You
the
just busy. You just a whole
you
art
just
project,
disco
walking art
ballish.
project,
You a freak, right? You said an art project.
whole walking art project. You
That's
let
the
your
damn
kids dress
kid.
you today is what it is.
Right. Aw. Your kids bought this for you for Father's Day, so you think I'm gonna put this on.
Right, just throw it all on together because that's what kids do. They be like, they don't care. It be rain boots, sparkly skirt, and a sweater. Okay,
And
kids don't be
they happy and they be, and you go to the school because I remember I was like that as a kid. My mom was like, I was so on him, and then I went to the school and I saw the other kids dressed like that. She was like, I was like, oh, okay.
Listen, my son, when he was little, he had these fire train rain boots, and
Uh-huh.
it didn't rain a lot in California, and
Right, right.
so he didn't get to wear them often. So finally, he was like, he wanted to wear them, boo. It's 100. Wear them in the 100-something degree weather. Go wear them,
When
whatever
you
you
start
got on
sticking to
your
that
hair.
sidewalk, I don't want to hear nothing.
Listen, when your legs is sweating, okay, when it's
When
raining,
your
wear some nice
legs is
shoes.
sweating and you sticking to that sidewalk, look,
I don't want to hear
wear them
nothing, but
boots.
I used to let him wear it, but he didn't look a complete fool, right? It was still a little bit of coordination with him shoes here.
Right, you
But
like you still
I
a
said,
representation of me.
yeah, you still, right?
Right,
But
right.
but even now, like my son, he will wear a whole Adidas fit with some Jordans. And he knows that just irks me, but
Mm-hmm.
because I know you got Adidas,
Right.
or you elected not to get Adidas. So why did you get the suit?
Right. And you like, I bought them. And if not, just wear some shoes. Something
Or
that
just wear
ain't.
the one shoes I think that you can wear with anything. It don't matter what the brand is some Crocs, right? Put
Yeah,
on some
that's what I'm
Crocs.
like. Put on some Crocs.
Some
Just wear
Crocs on, but
some
don't put on
shoes.
some Jordan with your
Mm.
Adidas. It be the whole Adidas too. It'd be like the little jacket, Adidas t-shirt, Adidas pants, and he talks in Jordans. And every time I just look at him, he like, "What?" I'm like, "You already know what I'm thinking. You already know what I'm
You like,
thinking."
what is wrong with you? What made you think that was okay?
But mom,
Boy,
it's not that serious. Mm.
it is that serious.
It's your mother's pet peeve, child. It's your mother's pet peeve. Okay.
Go put on some different shoes. Like when you
Right.
move and get your own place, you can mix match like you
Mix
want to.
match all you want.
Right. I ain't got to look at you, but you in here.
Basquiat it all up. Do it all. Do
You
it.
can have Adidas, Nike, and fucking Puma on there. I don't care.
Okay. Get your New Balances. Get whatever other
Right.
brand.
Do you, boo? But
Do
not in
you?
here. Right.
Please
Okay.
don't talk
So
about
going to my next thing that I like is traveling. I love to go out of town. I love to see other areas, see how other people live, how they vibe. Just to get away and not have a care in the world and not know no damn body. you know, I haven't done as much traveling as I wanted to, say as far as going overseas, because everybody, I'm not ashamed to admit, but I don't like flying over water like that. And I've been looking for a boat to take me to Europe. I've been looking for a boat to take me to Africa and all of that in China too.
it.
But I
There's only one
haven't found
boat.
a
There's
cruise
only
that
one boat
just
that does
goes.
that. We don't want to get on that boat. There's only one boat that's done that. We're not doing that. You're not going. No,
Maybe
we
that's why
don't
they don't have
travel.
another boat. They was like, we learned from the last time, so we ain't gonna
Listen,
offer no more boats.
no more boats to Africa, okay? Nah.
It's a boat probably from Africa still, but
And Europe, and Europe. Let's not. Europe is not excluded because they have slaves too. Okay.
they did too, and they did ship a lot of us from there over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, just like seeing the different water, and like I love to cruise or whatever, but um, it's just the flying aspect. Like to me, if there's an emergency, I feel safer. Even though if you crash, you crash. But I feel safer if like they can probably do emergency landing in the middle of nowhere or on a freeway or on some shit like that. Where if it's the water, you know, by the time they emergency land, are we gonna have time to get up this little boat? And you know, it's always somebody on the airplane that's taking forever, and I don't want to have to tackle nobody to get to the exit.
Listen, I listen. Even though it's not my thing, I don't even think I would worry. I don't mind flying. I think I've been on
Yeah, I don't
turbulence
mind
landing.
turbulence. I don't
I've been
like if.
on.
Hmm.
I haven't had to do like an emergency landing ever. We've never had
Me
like
neither.
anything
But
big,
I
but
never
I don't mind
dropped
flying. I think
or had a significant drop. Never had that. I've always had safe flights for the most
right.
part.
So why are we scared to get on go on over this water?
I don't
Yeah, you better
know.
take you a Benadryl. Take two of them.
Right.
Get you at least
Look,
a couple
I
hours.
got some trazodone, some tramadol, and some Valium. I'm gonna take one of the three.
Listen, and if you take all three, you might sleep the entire.
Child, I might not wake up.
Right, they gonna be
One
like,
of
"Sir,
them I'm gonna take,
sir,
especially that.
we're here. We've been here for
Right.
8 hours."
I actually did that in high school one time in English. I was in there knocked out, and I forget what her name was, the teacher. I think you had her too, but she just let me sleep. Bell rang. I'm knocked out. Other class start coming in. I'm still here knocked out, and I look up. I'm like, so you just what? None of y'all was gonna wake me up, like for real?
Look, she probably listen. That's the kind of teachers you need. They, but I don't know what. Obviously, it's time we're gonna let him sleep. Okay,
Right. Hey, I wasn't like a normal sleeper in class, so she
right,
probably really was
probably,
like, "Oh, he tired. Like we finna let his ass sleep."
right, right, right.
Okay, so